Welcome to ACN, the Liberation TV of Ambazonia.
Freedom of the press and also access of information for the Ambazonia. The comment section, I know those know how it work. Monitor them. Okay, I'll monitor on my phone for the meantime. You are that became Nandos. Yeah, okay. Around just be informed to be live now for our national television. So I'll go down to our station. We get some phone calls, so it come up. So I'll try to give you a rundown for the program for today. So that make those one ready to come now, make them just join, know how the will go. We will talk about what will happen for inside Kondo City, what will happen for Mbonge, what we will talk also about the ghost town for inside Kumba, for inside Meme, for inside Mutengeni, and some video then they will go show. And what we will do on ground in terms of our military operation capacity. I think I get a phone call from the OG's Mama Wali, so I will try to pick up that call while we will launch directly for a very, very important presentation for the report for the ISS Institute for Studies for International for Security Studies, a very critical report will be very important for Noam as well. Yes, so this are they live. I no work today. Are they live now? Yeah. Okay, later. Not yet, not yet. Fellow Ambazonians, good citizens of the Southern Cameroon Territory, will now be welcome for this program, the No Kunny Talk Show. Now a show where we talk the truth and nothing but the truth. Now a show where we believe for access of information, for make sure say me all Ambazonia people then get the critical information for all things where it happen for the revolution where it be conducted in their name. Now me Capo Daniel, una Deputy Defense Chief, Sense Pass King, Lukong, Ambazonian FBI. Now me una host who are come again today for carry on the mantle for this platform. I want to salute all our people them across our national territory for talk say we day together, we day strong. The state of our revolution it be strong. The international diplomacy it go fast track and things that they happen a lot. But now my job for can tell una where to where it happen and for give una the truth, for hold truth to power and for ensure say everything we were leader that they can promise una na exactly thing way that they do them. And at exactly the way they feel attend them, so that when I go feel make una opinion, when I go feel shape una opinion, and when I go feel make the right decision them as we move forward as a people, so that all man go feel play own part as they always talk shake day, all money place day. So ladies and gentlemen, we will start directly with this presentation today. I will start as we always start with our opening statement, so that make all money understand. Our opening statement today na still a word of wisdom where they always talk am. We dey live now for a war for cow and lion. Make we understand say lion no go ever sorry cow, because if that lion is sorry that cow, that lion says up he go die hungry. Now a war way will either be na lion or be na cow. If it be cow, that means say the lion it go must chop we no matter where to where you do am. If the fact say cow it drink water together with lion, the lion it need the chopping na because they hungry it no back come. The day where that lion it go hungry, it go catch that cow, it go chop am. Now say the international war it operate. Make we know say will they, as our country be surrounded by two big country them, the Republic of Cameroon and Nigeria, they go always define way for begin exploit our resources them. Even them then small, the big country then for the West, like France when I the control our republic, they go always find way for can chop what things them. While picking them, they go continue for become hungry, and they go remain that hungry way for all their life. Now why that way be very important, make we know say now say the war it operate. If you be naive, if you be just like Shumbo, you just be like man where they talk anything you don't follow and like sheep. You are picking them, they go to suffer for all their life. Your prayer them you go to remain a man where you go only the pray, they do fasting and prayer. Nothing you know go to happen. Now say the war it day. Now a war for cow and lion. We the people of Ambazonia will need for change from being a cow into a lion, for protect our picking them, for guarantee their future. Say the resources them when God then give them, the opportunity and the human resources where they get them, it go be for the betterment of the people of the Southern Cameroon territory, Ambazonia. Wanna welcome. So today, ladies and gentlemen, now number 30 day for this month of March, and me around camp can give my presentation. It will be centered about a report from the Institute for Security Studies. Now a very big organization where it give out report. A report then they used to be at the base. Excuse me, make I bring up the pictures them so that make una see the thing them what they talk and then it go to make sense for what country people them for all side. So now picture this for their logo. Maybe when I begin see them. Now they report this way the rangiam outside. ISS report. This one are the report where them print them for plenty newspaper them. And this they report them, they send them for all government them. Now the kind of people then this way parliamentarian them for the entire war. When I go choose me, make I find their logo so that people could understand. Because when I know say the time with plenty tools them, it define but show people them thing where they talk so that they understand where. So ladies and gentlemen, many government them across the world, for America, for UK, for Germany, they no fit can find out exactly which way they go on for some country. Then get things them like their consulate, their embassy where it help them for their mission for understand local politics and which way they happen. But moreover, their diplomatic access them for information it be very limited. Sometimes they use their secret service like the CIA for spy and for know the truth of which way they happen, and they use many organizations. The Institute for Security Studies, now one of the reputable institutions the way it give accurate information about conflicts around the world. You also get organizations like Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International, and many independent organizations the way they be very important for inform leaders of the world and world institutions about the actual situation on the ground in many conflict zones and in zones where they get humanitarian crisis. So the report of the Institute for Security Studies, where it then come out about the Ambazonian liberation struggle, it informed the governing council and the international community for which way it happen on their own observation and their own facts and their own investigation. Definitely, the Ambazonia Defense Forces and the governing council, it don't read this report. Plenty things in the way be contentious with us. We not agree for every single point. But nevertheless, it be important me our people they know say this is a very important document. And I will take the time for today for bring them for now. But first, we go one start for our people them where they suffer across our national territory as we fight against this terrorism where La Republique is the institute for our country. The Cameroon government, they never slow down with their killing of our people in the enclave areas in our territory for side the way internet, they telephone network, they motor, they go they find because of bad road. La Republique du Cameroon, behind the curtains, behind the eyes of international press, they slaughter our people day and night. Would they get report where they come from Ambazonia, how La Republique, for some small village, they don't enter for day, then kill people them. The one it happened now for inside the Savannah state, for around Sabongari, just 2 kilometers, for some small places they call and say Ashi. I go bring the video, me gonna see them. This Ashi village, the video I go show them, it go show na the village, it go show one pa. This pa na just small farm away, it go every day, it go tap a wine, can feed the family, take care of a family, it try to manage a life. Yesterday, this pa, he don't go for farm, he go meet up a cool people them, where they don't come for day, for can thief a palm wine, then they for day them plenty we gun them, they don't begin harass our people for a long time. Now the pa die body that na family this, that pa he don't die leave a 4 woman them, where a cool people them, where they do work with La Republique, their proxy forces them, they don't catch that pa, they don't kill that pa, na family then this, they cry, they don't know where for day, then be helpless. Now video footage and this for the small village for inside Ashi for the Savannah state where they kill this power for day. Many of our people them, including the people them for Mwa, the people them for Boom, the people them for go right for corner for Womb they for Menchum. They ran the suffer attack from La Republique du Cameroon and their proxy forces them. The Cameroon government, after them fail for win Ambazonian fighter them for royal areas, especially for the Savannah state, they ran 10 for strike D with Ndawara and some few Aku people them for give them ammunition, me them begin use them for fight our people. In exchange, me the Aku people then extend their land for grazing. Aku people then where then they for inside Nigeria, they take opportunity for also bring their cow them now for inside Ambazonia. So this one are an existential threat. What people they need to understand, say this one a big danger because these people they come from Nigeria, they don't get empathy for our people them. They kill our people them every day like we see for Ringarbu massacre, where they be joined with La Republique du Cameroon for kill our people them. So we call on our people them for this community. Media picking them all, they enter for bush, me them contact we as they would work with them, to train them, me them be able to defend themselves, for defend their livelihood, for defend their dignity, and for make sure say our land asset, our territorial integrity, it will be protected as we move forward for our plan for the takeover. It be very tough for we to handle all this situation because in as much as these blocks them be important for protect them, we'll get a plan for take over for will be strategic. It not be designed for take over each block, but each block it need to be protected, it need to be defended so that our people them they go get the space for carry on their day-to-day activity them during this phase of our liberation struggle. That one na just one of the places them way we don't see say La Republique they continue to kill our people them directly and indirectly. We also would not see say for inside Tuba district, we don't see La Republique du Cameroon their imposed parliamentarian yesterday he come for day with one truck full of La Republique their military with 2 armored vehicles them say they one can call population say they one can talk peace. As he can call the population, it want talk our forces them for inside Babanki then launch attack for that place. The people then chakara for day and say they run all side. They enter armored car, La Republique, then pack their thing, they enter for their motor, then run. It will be embarrassing. The video footage is them, it go surely they come as the week, it go they go. So the place where I go take una me go for day before we go they enter for inside Mbonge and we go they take una for inside Kondo Titi for see the first hand information where they come for Cameroon their terrorists act the way they do and for inside our country. I wanna wait, give me 1 minute. I want to check some very important image they will come up for Bamenda. Okay, I'll be just one check for see the video a day ready. So I go want for take una for inside the very disturbing images where they see first hand information about black on black. Una be done the year they talk about apartheid, the system where be there for South Africa where they treat black people them like saying as second class citizens where they no get no right, they no get dignity. This one they happen where La Republique they use our own people for treat we in this manner. This one na the thing, na the video we una see and where they come up for instant Cambe. It come. I go want to put the picture for the Dio of La Republique. Where na a whole Ambazonian. Make una mark this man face very well. Any man who una know ye, I think say many una would first ignore you for some time, but na time for we for put our money for our pocket, for move money for our pocket, for make sure say me justice it happen, make we arrest this man who put me the justice we deserve and make it happen for ye. So I want appeal for all of our people them. Say any man where recognize this face, in name na Njida Lawrence Nche. Na man where come up for messager, I will play the video, make gonna see way this man is the do one for our people. They treat our people like cattle where they no get brain. They treat our people like people the way they no get no right. Even though they na inside colonialism. But the way this man he don't treat our people them for instant Cambe. Now the thing way will not feel ever me go so in peace. We go call on our people them me then inform we about the whereabouts of this man. May we arrest the.
Now who the Petra amongst here?
So this one, now this chair, they require a classmate, they require a chair because some of the don't reach out for we. We call on all a people them where they know he place where he hide out there for Bamenda, for Yaoundé. May gonna give you the information. Any man say we get problem with personal problem, wanna contact we. This man na a threat for our people. It don't humiliate our people in a very bad way, and it needs say me will take action and action very soon. We put a 1 million amber for any force we go make sure say you go neutralize the threat where the man pose and for our people them make them contact we will work hand in hand with them. So this man where they in name na Lawrence chair, the friend the question chair. Now Lawrence, plenty people that know you who get the information. Now just a matter of time we will get you. This Njina Lawrence chair, where La Republique, they don't fear for send their own citizens them. Make them be due and SDU for our territory because they fear die. They don't begin give this job for the happy slaves them. Job where they no be fit ever give for the so-called Anglophones. Now you wait chair, they don't give for you, don't carry for your head. One pass even the Bulu Beti people the way they kiwi. When I watch this video, when I see what way they do them.
Who? And who again? Capo from here. And who again?
So this man, this Lawrence chair, he come for instant Cambe. They struggle for destroy our people from Cambe using corruption and all type of practices. Would that appeal for the people from Cambe? Say Ngala Gerard, when I be the mastermind, it fly in with helicopter, carry money for backs them for inside La Republique, for can destroy and corrupt our people, then for use them like a sample for do propaganda video for show the war say nothing in it happen, and then they go cover up the killing and suppress our aspiration for the people then forget their independence. We don't talk say we will get blockade for 2 weeks blockade for Cambe. We will see enforce the blockade partially now, but we don't get a 2 weeks complete blockade for tell the Cambe people they made them reject this La Republique, their slave rule where they bring up for instant Cambe. We'll be very happy for see the reaction for plenty youths them for instant Cambe where they don't call we for step up for the nationalist spirit for defend Ambazonia and for make sure say me the revolutionary rules them it be applied 100% for instant Cambe. We don't see say students them for this school they don't go burn their school. We believe from the information we get them. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, over 80% of schools the way them be burned for Ambazonia, like government school, Cameroon government school them, where they don't create up our territory, it be burned by the students them, where they the one they burn them in sympathy with the Pekin the way they for the boys is the way they for the butch, and the Pekin the way they boycott school because they know say those schools them na Cameroon government impose school them when na a violation of our territorial integrity. Now why that way some of those schools they burn, and they tell na just the truth. In terms of the private school, the way the people they burn them, usually in a school them way they picking them, they don't vex or La Republican burn them. Very rare cases you go see Ambazonian they burn down schools. It be counterproductive. Our Pekin they already boycott those schools. Them. So for instant Cambe, after we don't make appeal, they picking them from where to all the here now. So students them for that school, they don't burn that school because they want make La Republique then come up for our school, our country. They picking them then be free for go for private and mission school the way they don't contact we, they don't accept for upheld towards revolutionary standards them. So they promote community schools, but will not allow a foreign government for run government school them for our territory. Nevertheless, we don't know exactly who burned this school. But from preliminary reports we get them from the ground, some students they don't confide with we saying as social students them for them burn this school because they know say La Republic it use them for propaganda for destroy the future of the entire nation. So wait to where it happen now say this man, this colonial agent, this enabler, this collaborator, this traitor, where in a SDO, Lawrence chair, he come for inside this village, convoke all people them, and what people then just come up on Cambe. People that on Cambe they need to stop for behave this way. I go come for that one, but he can't call all man. He can't begin call all man where they say petrol. When I see the video, it allocate itself power where a Dio get them according to the colonial constitution. Now, but tell when I say these people, them now illegal people, and we need to do everything in our power for fight them. We not feel respect them like a government people because they need to first respect the constitution for La Republic. They go out of their way for do illegal activity for our territory, for kill people, carry extrajudicial killing. They take no prisoner, burning down villages, assassinating our people day after day, using rape as a tool of war. So there is no respect for these Cameroon military people. There is no respect for their administrators, and they are part and parcel of Cameroon tool of terrorism. So whenever we talk say, make our boy them arrest the DOs and the SDO, the people the way they can't talk say me they no arrest them, say na civilians them. This one na prove say the DO and the SDO they are behind Cameroon's terrorism and the implementation of phobia, brutal subjective war in Ambazonia. When I watch the video,
You come for front.
so it the corner
petrol
today.
for una yesterday. The petrol they burn this good, they buy am for una. Now who again the same petrol? I see for front here.
So ye this Dio, he don't turn na investigator, he don't turn na prosecutor, he don't turn na a judge for condemn people them for things where he never get no evidence. So from his own mob, he talk say na people where they say petrol from Cambe. Now they don't sell petrol for person where he go burn that school. So somehow them be guilty, them be suspect. When I hear,
If you hide and fish you out for the crowd, you are in serious trouble. All petrol sellers come in front here. This petrol they burn this school, they buy am for them. Two Njari boy they buy petrol for una yesterday. And una know very well when Ndage and the other people they do with Njari pikin them. Una know. They will come out and buy una petrol.
so according to he one accuse them say two Amazonian fighters and come for they can buy petrol. So somehow because that two people then buy petrol, then this school done burn. It means that two people that petrol then burn that school without any evidence. So it accuse all man where they sell petrol as a suspect for burn school where it accuse the action of Amazonian fighters. So if na the Amazonian fighters them, according to way they talk, they can burn that school. Why you arrest na the people where they sell commodities, where they get freedom, where you get license or no license, you dey sell for all man.
The other day, be village. They can't turn the thing with una. Una know very well say that bad picking them.
So for his own idea, the community they dine and they eat together with the Amazonian forces. Now for tell una say the community need to see the Amazonian forces like how ye they see them. For them that liberator, for them they fight against Cameroon occupation, for them they fight for the people their aspiration. That is why our people are dining and living happily with our forces, and they don't do the same with La Republic forces.
They hide them. When they come born school now come so that they cry.
So now see where to way these people that they do one for our people. So that make una know when would the one go after them, when would they instruct our people them say these people are a threat for our people, they go understand exactly.
Una know where church we go through to build this school. A structure like this is not found in 2 or 3 villages for the whole of the subdivision. Una get them, sit on a bona.
When I see how this man they humiliate our people,
Good president, join them.
the intimidation with well-armed terrorist Cameroon forces. It called the youth president for instructing me to arrest the youth president, arrest picking the way they sell petrol, arrest quarter heads, randomly select innocent civilians in front of well-armed terrorist forces. Forces where they get a track record for kill people at will, for arrest and disappear civilians. See, it work for they select people anyhow, without any criteria. And I said they carry people them every day. They need to go come back. Then even person where that means only relationship. Say na we for person where they of course. So now the thing is.
First woman, if you don't go with them, if you don't go with them, they go well in Nigeria. Who's the first woman party? The way P house for Gotong now. You ain't Gotong. Who's that? He didn't Gotong.
So it even talk about family the way they get picking the way they save for inside La Republic, inside Ambazonia and their forces. Imagine if we, with all the capability we'll get them, but they do the same thing. But we know we'll go down that road. We know we'll go down that dirty road. But this one, na crime against humanity, na war crime, na for tell na say we fight a legitimate fight against criminals who in the name of a government, in the name of one Cameroon, are using draconian and terrorist laws, the same of the one of ISS, the same like Boko Haram, to go around arresting people who have nothing to do with combat. Inside the own speech, either identify the person where he burned that school according to he. But it turned for become the judge, prosecutor, everything for sentence our people. I want to bring this man in face because this man have become the new Patrick Ekema. A case now an urgent case, and we call our people for any place who wanna see this man. I will play a video so that I wanna see his face fine. If you recognize it, like some few people that don't recognize it, they don't get for we. We need intelligence about for place where we feel catchy. Any place where if the meet up na a direct threat for our people. Now for neutralize this threat against our people. I want to put this video so that I wanna see his face fine. I wanna go assess assist us for make sure say me this man he pay for the crime the way they do for our territory. I'll be very sorry. It look like I get technical difficulties for play the video. Because for the video, now go see all the facial expression them very well, very properly. If you know the play, I go just leave them. So now the man he face this, make una see very well. Any man from Ambazonia, we know this man. If this man, Chair Lawrence Njida, he named Njida Lawrence. He come up for inside this village. Na just a neighboring village for Nkambede. Na Misaje boy. Na picking for Misaje. So if una know this man, una know any place where he don't stay, whether na for hotel, una know any bar where he don't drink for day, una know a house for Bamenda, for Douala, for Yaoundé where he stay for day. Una get for the Ambazonia Defense Forces. Me them make sure say the humiliation where our people they don't get them for these terrorists, the death them we don't cause them, the terror we don't put them for our heart, for our papa them, our mommy them, for doing no crimes, but for just being in the village, going about the day-to-day village, the activity. He must pay. Would they put 1,000 amber for any Ambazonian person where you go give you information or where you go fee act for help us neutralize the threat with these terrorists it pose them for our communities. And for the forces them for inside that area, I would reach out for them. And if any picking the way they for that area, or even if you be La Republic, where if you do something for this man, if you be a military man, where if you do something for this man, where you dey from Campbell, contact me directly. I will go make sure say you will be highly rewarded for stop this humiliation way. Probably they use this our people them for do and for we. He name na Lawrence Chair. He arrest warrant. It will be issued within the day. I will get them for the war council. Me the issue arrest warrant so that all Ambazonian fighters till thy kingdom come, will bring justice to this idiot, this Nyamfuka. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will go for that report. But first, I go want to take una for the death for Spirito and also for apologize. We don't get more information as the day it go on. La Republic indeed it be kill more than 20 people them for inside Mbonge village. But we will get the dates wrong. We will feel say it be happened just 2 days ago. It turned out to be happened on the 17th when they become key Spirito, where it work with Sako them. It be for the AMF, but we know say it work with Sako them. According to information we be here, the Chris Anu and Sako they be organize a meeting for that area. Migi call boy they meet and come for day. Somehow La Republic they ambush them for day. It be very suspicious. Now you would tell and I say these people they work with La Republic. Now why don't they see their general they die this type of way without any resistance. So from video they would get them it show the exact nature for the terrorist regime for La Republic, how they work kill innocent civilian in the name say they work fight na terrorism. Now the video footage in this way when I go see them, make a bring her up. It be merge of two separate videos them for help for explain way to way with the talk. So for these two videos them, the one for down, when I see them na people then this way they don't kill them. Where the Cameroon terrorist forces them, they don't enter for inside village, they round up Spirito with one of his soldiers who no say from the information we initially get them, then catch one of his soldiers and Spirito. The rest people they wanna see they sleep for down. Now people they stay for that CDC camp. Now walk at the way they do walk now work for CDC. They don't get nothing to do with the fight. They can't arrest those people them, they execute them all. As usual, La Republic they try to bring alternative story them so that our people they will be confused, they're not gonna know the truth from which way it happened. So guess what? Now so Chris Anu and Sako, their people they try for help La Republic for cover up this their crime, for coming out for explain and say these people they not die. Definitely when I see the man waiting for they with that black trouser, he don't die. The woman, then most of the people they don't die. The boy way wear this trouser, the argument where J. Carl and those people where they defend La Republic, they talk say they know they see blood, but when I see very well say even though this boy sleep for down, blood when I know they see blood, but he too don't die because he died. But they for this other video where they show and where they don't carry and bring up for inside Kumba. Then kill a total of more than 20 people. We'll never get the exact number. We try to get the dates, the names, but the people then for them be very afraid. They live under total terror. We don't get some few information for second party, and we don't try to send some person on the ground. But La Republic they don't secure that area with their forces and the exact testimony that they still come. But we don't see the international press they don't stand up for talk the truth for the international community of the exact nature of La Republic. We don't see even Mimi for when I measure platform, it don't talk to people then the truth will happen from Mbonge. The French parliamentarian Nadot also would want thank you for the good job for speaking out the truth for save human life and for protect our people against terrorism. So the talk me people they no begin listen for this J. Carl and all this agenda for La Republic where they want try for cover up and for protect La Republic from the ramification and the international fallout for this crime. When I also see say their DO and their SDO na part and parcel of their war crimes and for inside Ambazonia. When I see for the video. So when I see this man, it for they like say it be supposed to be a civilian administrator, but na part and parcel for Cameroon, their machinery for kill our people, for burn our village, and for carry out genocide across our national territory. When I will see the people they put down. So when they can't talk, say they want full soldier, they meet and go for that so-called their disarmament, whatever they call them. They can't for use them now for kill our people. So now need for no say Nambere, Success in Congo, and all those where they don't go join these people, they don't become part of the killing machine of their own king's men. Make una know, they be part and parcel for the genocide. So General Goji where he don't go join them, all these civilians the way they don't kill them, now the job that way you don't go join them for do killing of civilians. Because na tin that way La Republic they do am. And na the reason that way any man way if they fight this war because of the right reason, all our soldiers them then they strong for bush and they fight and they will rather die than for go join La Republic for go begin facilitate genocide on our people them. So make una know the truth.
He is alive, yes, because
Now see the other boy where they ran kill, but they will not see blood they plenty.
There is no way.
Because now so they kill the type of weapons the way they use them for kill our people them. So now thing that way happen for instance Bonge, and not be only the atrocity that way la Republic, the Cameroon their forces they carry them across our territory. We also then see images and where they come, where they then go raid a village for inside a Kondo Titi, a place where it then be relatively calm with little or no Amazonian forces activities inside the Kondo Titi. I know if you play the video because it be too graphic for fear say Facebook it go sanction me. So now the picture in this, but now we see the picture the way they done slaughter 4 innocent civilians them for inside a Kondo Titi for nothing. Now an area where it be highly militarized by La Republique du Cameroon, their forces them. They never get any attack for inside that area, but yet they enter for inside village, just key 4 picking them like that randomly, key someone for their bed for 2 a.m. for morning time. This one it happened 4 days ago for inside the Kondo Titi for the Atlantic State. We call on all our youths them for continue the mobilization. We run recruit I think few forces them for few youths them for they for good training. They get their training. We will arm them. Now our job, now our duty for protect ourselves and for protect our citizens against Cameroon, their terrorism. So from a Kondo Titi there, I will take one announce for inside our territory for Savannah State. We're gonna see how our people then be enthusiasm and they see Cameroon as a terror and the symbols of Cameroon as symbol of oppression as we forces them for inside Savannah States Day for inside Santa
Cameroon, good morning.
On La République de Cameroon,
Good morning.
their flag, because this flag them na symbol for terrorism for our people.
We thank the head of state. What can you say about this? We thank the head of state. Burning of the flag. We thank the head of state.
So this one they show now the enthusiasm it be real on ground zero. Our people they understand that this foreign country where they impose itself upon our people using acts of terrorism do not deserve our love. They don't deserve our sympathy in any way. The anger is real. A lot of blood have been shed and a lot of loss have been done to have been incurred by our people due to the imposition of Cameroon rule and occupation in our territory. I will take una now also for insight before I want to go for that report. For the I don't get una through that full and need the attack. And I don't want to talk for inside our people before I take una for the 2 video then for self-defense and then we will go get for inside the report of the ISS. But wait till I want to talk for our people, especially for Cambe. At no time should any village allow the colonial administrator to convoke everybody to come. In areas where we control, we are already educating our people, and you don't actually need to have ADF forces on the ground and our agents on the ground to train boys. In every area, especially enclave area, for goodness sake, our people must train themselves. They must look for house in the bush where they can run and hide and seek refuge, further away from these colonial administrators who are terrorizing them. People should move away, far away from them. This is war. When I see how they don't gather people from Cambe, select them like sheep, them go kill them. They go do them again and again. And they call now, they come for them, can't listen, waiting. When I fear na waiting, when I know say they kill una. Me una know even there for position where they feel call na me una come together. Like how they say for instance Cambe, forget that humiliation and the killing the way they go carry them after. So I want to bring that one for now. And we'll go be very fast so that we will do the report will do them. We want to thank all the people them across the territory and the one the way they did for our side where they don't make this thing me happen. Because I know we show the video very well. I want to show the weapon the way we run deliver them for the great state of Menchum. To reinforce that block, me then continue with the great job where they do them for the. I don't cover the images for the weapon them because of restrictions. Me gonna see the weapon them. For our general for the general talk and do. For inside womb center. So that one accountability for all the money we wanna run in trust them for the institution for the ADF and the weapon in that way they be delivered for ground. I also go and play the video where they come out it come now for inside Bui after they attack the series of attack and the loss of General Ebube. of General Hassan, the Ambazonia Defense Forces then reinforce that block and provide them with new equipment for self-defense and for liberation.
Soldier! Never surrender! Soldier! Never surrender! Soldier! Never surrender! No retreat! No surrender! No retreat! No surrender! ADF for life. Attacks on my way.
So when I see the bullet them, now una money that now una support that for the resistance on the ground.
We throw some weighty weapon. Attack pa where it talks say. All man waiting for Amazonian out of 18 states. Attacks. All man will be committed for the fight. For sponsor picking where there is so far. Mama the stabilization force they come. Stabilization force.
So I just want for them at least for give an opportunity for seeing through the eyes of Mr. No Kunny also. Say now the weapon in that ide for ground, they tell una how they arm them, una they see with una eye. If Chris Anu and Sako they be the ever armed soldier, trust me, therefore they put them for billboard like La Republic, they advertise Brazzaville member them for inside their country. So we are the real and genuine people fighting for your liberation, and you should, for those people who have been wondering and having questions for all this time is now ripe for you to do the right thing. If you have not done it before, do your duty, your sacred duty, to make sure that we provide the weapons that is needed to liberate our country and get La Republic out of the heck of our country. So I go one also take una also for inside Bamenda, una ran see how La Republic idan born the food market way there for inside Bamenda out of nowhere, but we done the suspect them una be here the time way our trader them for inside Commercial Avenue for main market, they be the protest, they be the talk for public say will be the fear La Republic, they go come burn down market them in retaliation for our people. They stand for separation and for independence. So I be get the call for very late for night where the market official then call me say La Republic it burn down our market, our food market, and they be call me directly for video call. Ma play the video. So now go see say no, this one are the action for the ADF force. I don't know if that video he be displaced, but I want for sure now at least give one an idea of which way they do them. Make una see which way it happen so that una go to know the report of the game. So during this burning of this village, of this market, there were people then talk say La Republic, their military, they become for the inside some motor hillocks. Where is that video? They come for hillocks. Few minutes later, they can't drive people every day. They want to see they don't light fire for inside market. The market start became burn. So would it tell what people then say? Okay, this is a video. I'll just put the video for this so that I'm gonna see them. At least this will tell now what we are doing day and night for our people. I will not going to believe the report will get them, because every time where things like this happen, La Republic they get away with these things by creating alternative and fake news so that our people they're not going to know before the hour open, they don't get away with crimes. So they ask our people then say me them begin collect evidence every time when they see La Republic their motor cam. If you for corner, take picture, take video, mark the number plate so that we will identify those particular units the way they be responsible for all this war crime the way they commit them through our national territory. The video it take time for download. So make una just give me patience. I will give una those video. Una will see say during the time where they be struggle for lost the fire. Okay, now it is. During the time where they be struggle for lost the fire, I be there with the people them, I dey observe them, I dey monitor which way be the go down for day, so that if we give una the accurate information and if we report for the international community exactly say Cameroon government they work burn our market for punish people them because of their political opinions them. Now a war crime it not be acceptable, it not be justified in any way. There is no justification for Cameroon government for burn down our market. So the video done download. Okay, let me bring up the video. Oops. Okay, I hope the video will play properly, properly, because when it take time like that, sometime. So now the video this, I'll mute and so that I know here which will talk for day. But when if you see me as I monitor the market live time will be the bond, the people then come for they try for lost the fire. The first thing I ask the man I say, I ask the unaran call Sape Pompier, unaran call La Republique for tell they say market the bond. Then tell me say yes, people they don't call, but they don't answer, they need to come. I tell them so unaran even call their military because JMA, it not be far from this market during a time of war. Normally, when an incident come on like this, the security forces them, they go come for day if they will actually protect their country. But because na La Republique they be born their fire department no respond, their military be dey corner no respond, then wait me burn all till for morning time, then their mayor without mandate them bringing me can make propaganda speech for the talker ego can build market. The same market when them burn them for punish our people them for standing with the people. So when I say I be there for morning time, I be run around to go for work, but I be take time for observe which way they happen. Now for tell when I say when would they can give on this report, it is not propaganda. This is the reality where, as we always talk, the revolution shall not be televised. So we will always continue for stand for be a voice for our people that were ground zero way under occupation. They not be able to communicate and for give out this information. And many times the so-called mainstream media, they need to ready report which way they happen. But we will continue for the make way for make sure say make the voice and the plight of our people then be heard. So ladies and gentlemen, from this stage I'll take you guys to the report, which is the primary subject of our reports today. It is a report from the ISS, the Institute for Security, Studies. Now a very big organization where their report it already informed the international community so that they fit take the right decision. Our Secretary of State, Dr. Ayamba Larry, they done the work on the issue them. Our diplomatic teams they work for the issue them. But as we believe for this platform, the access of information, we need to understand which way it happen for our country and which way it happen for our name. And this report it be very balanced because the people that they like na report card, so it be neutral. A lot of things and they will disagree with them. Nevertheless, it informed the international community. The response so far, we don't see response from the Canadian government. The Canadian government, they talk say this one, it shows say action need to be done for stop this genocide where they go on for inside Amazonia. The headline for the publication where they make them, it be made by a senior staff for inside ISS. It talks say no more half measure in Cameroon Anglophone crisis. It talk now say the half thing the way they do them, correct. The need for the international community need for step up now for do the right thing. So I go take them step by step for inform our people them, make them sabi exactly which way this institution it done talk. So the first thing we wanna go know now say inside the report, if you read the report, those way they want get the report where they no get time on a few contact, I be done post up on my Facebook page, on a few go for they go check them. For inside the report, it talk clearly say the Cameroon military victories is not a reason for complacence for the international community for be just quiet without any broad-based political settlement. Because according to the international community, the Cameroon government, if you go for them, go talk say they already win this war. The Cameroon government, no matter what it happen, but Amazonians, this is a reality that is happening. We are not just talking to ourselves. We must know what the international community is thinking, what an observer is observing, and what the enemy is doing. So Cameroon be that inform the war, say they already win this war. So this report it talk say the few military victories them because Cameroon that surely showed and say we don't win for year, we don't kill the general. They want the way Sakodan go set and up then kill them. They will go show and say we don't kill the one, we don't kill the one, we don't kill the one. Even though the ADF is stand up strong, but the Cameroon government they give the impression say they win. But this report it talk say even though the Cameroon then gets some small victory them, it not be enough for the international community for those decide now say me then those shidong them, then leave them so. It talk clearly for that report say military victory and the June African Nations Championship where Cameroon be host them, where part of the nation that football it be take place for Victoria. Cameroon the show I'm saying a proof. Say because say the African Championship it not be get any violence where they from the separatism, it means say it give the impression say the war that already be won by Cameroon. So now they see the importance for that nation's cup as we be done the talk. So according to the report, the talk say even though Cameroon the talk say they don't win, and then Cameroon they also talk say the fact say they don't do that cup, that football, they will not be fit stop that football, it means that they don't win. This report it the talk say even though they fit get that impression say that Cameroon then be right, but this is not really the reality according to the report. The report it shows say because of the fact say the refugee it will be around the registered refugee them for the year 2018 it will be about 2,000 refugees the way they be go register for Nigeria. It won't be for 2021 for January alone. That number will be na 63,235 refugees they be go register. It means that the problem it worse now worse. So when I go understand why la Republic be saying success in Congo, me then go become bribe refugee them for take their refugee card them for can get for la Republic so that they will go to show and for international community say when I see refugee they run they come back that problem in no day. But according to the statistic for the UNHCR, the number for refugee them from 2018 it then rise over 3 times for January for the same period for 2021. So they show the international community say to a Cameroon they talk say they don't solve the problem na lie. They also talk say the internally displaced people them for 2020 it will be na 63,234 registered for that period by the human rights organization the way they live for ground zero. But for inside 2021 the IDP it don't come up from 63,000 to 700,000 people. It done more than double. So Cameroon if you talk say the problem the international community they don't let them say they don't win this war. It is worse now for worse. So now they understand why it be important. Say me what people that they tell their story. Me the international community they know exactly where it happen. Now why that way would they give access for the international community for enter our territory for see where it happen. Then they feel report why taking security measures in place for make sure say they not being spies them at the same time. So the report also talk say it be hard for Amazonian forces them for exert physical control for territory, but the social control for the territory it be real. When I understand why the ADF it control physical territory, why it be very important, we will create this liberated area and we will show the war so they actually control territory them. Now that they talk say yes, we don't try for show so we control territory them, and it be very it don't be very difficult for we according to this report, but if we say the report not be accurate, but then talk say the fact say our civilian that they hold out goes down, it shows say the Amazonian it be real for the people them. The report also talk say refugees and IDP na indication them say the conflict it be real, and the fake refugees the way they don't take them go back it not be significant enough for sure say the refugee they want come back according to this report where they talk. I just tell on the report as a day so that I'm gonna know where to where the report it talk then when I go feel no place where they struggle a day when I go know how wait for make the right decision them by ourselves. So the report it also talks say the Cameroon reputation for the international community it don't be destroyed. That means the international community they see believe to a Cameroon they talk them again, they know they see them like people where they feel respect them like how they do respect other country them because of the way they treat Amazonian fighters. They won't be very important. That means say when I see how Cameroon government they kill soldier, cut their head, do all those things them it not be acceptable. They destroy the sanctity of life. Now a crime. And the war, the international community, they need to find them they need to see I'm saying a good thing. So it don't damage Cameroon the way the war they see Cameroon, the way they treat fighters them. When I remember say fighters them where they did for war, they fight a legitimate target for both sides. So the fact that the war it condemn the fact the way Cameroon they treat the Ambazonian fighter them. It get a lot of things for tell. The report also talks say the Cameroon action them it be behind the increase in it cause the Ambazonian fighter the media number they plenty. And Naida make them the voices them for federalism they don't almost be dead. So this one they actually blame say that Cameroon be cause for Amna Cameroon if action they create Amber Boys according to this report. So because of the way Cameroon they act, our boy then the need for rise up for protect themselves, it acknowledge this reality. So make una know say the response for self-defense and the mobilization of our people to carry out guns and equip themselves to fight to liberate their land is a justified and is a reasonable thing. We are on the right side. And our people have to know that. Then it talks say the report also talks that there can be no solution without the diaspora. That is what they say, but we don't consider ourselves as just diaspora. We are part and parcel of our country. We go there to visit our country. Cameroon cannot stop us. We are part of that country. Just because you are in the diaspora does not mean you are not part of the people. Those are our people. They are our kingsmen. The Zimbabweans, they prosecuted their war from Lusaka. The same with the South Africans. So this is not a new phenomenon. The report also talks say for 2016, most of the so-called English-speaking people, and they don't read them how we did for our own talk, most of the English-speaking citizens favored a Cameroon nation, according to this report for 2016. Cameroon military action have crystallized the Ambazonian settlement amongst them. That means say the Cameroon they atrocity them. It don't make them our people they no want this thing say Cameroon again. They don't want a majority they now they don't want to make a people they just conclude them. Then it talks say the sentencing of separatist leaders, the bilingualism committee, the so-called DDR center, and the special status, the publicity of these things have not resulted to stop Ambazonian rising. That means that even though probably he talks about he was sentenced to say them, he go fighting we. Even though they don't go make bilingualism committee for propagate them, these their so-called DTR center and this special status, it never affect our people, their mindset. It never stop them and no talk say the one Ambazonia, they still one Ambazonia, according to the report. He also talks say the so-called national dialogue, it will be a unilateral action. So he recognize the reality where he talks say all those things them, it no be any solution. The one an independent report it talk and a BB report where it inform the international communities. The report it also go further for talk say the Cameroon political position it be based now on a myth. Say the government it be infallible. That means the government no fit make mistake, and the government official them are above the people. The people them na subject them for be administered. So this report it assess the Cameroon mentality, the mentality of Cameroon government, and when I see how the official they display them every day. So the mentality for Cameroon government I say government they always be right, you never make mistake, and their own official they rule, they administer, then they are like na master them over their citizens them, and it be real how they see them, and an opposite a primitive way where it knows to be compatible with 21st century lifestyle for the international community and everywhere around the world. On Ambazonian, the report it also talks say it has not led to the Ambazonian struggle is not led by elites but by grassroots with little education that are determined to fight even with bare hands. So the report it talks say in a sense past king they push this struggle no be PhD holder them. Basically education here will be in a formal education where you must go British thing, you go come, let's say you must be na those people the way they should have a chair. It talks say no be them they run this revolution. So it acknowledge say this was a revolution na a grassroots movement. Na thing where they come from the people themselves na them want them. No be saying na some PhD people where they don't go read book that one can tell people waiting for do them. It talks say the people then be willing for fight even with bare hand. Now an acknowledgement for our resilience and our determination. He say Amba is willing to challenge the Cameroon military even when they know that the Cameroon military they shoot for kill. So the report paints the real situation for our fighters. They say even though Cameroon then get ordered a military, our boys then see be ready for challenge them. He talk say the aspiration for a return to Southern Cameroon it grow. Now the aspiration that for the people them. Say people that want to return back for their Southern Cameroon territory. Now they reported the talk. He also talk say the change of the president for America from Donald Trump to Joe Biden. If he likely change the diplomatic dynamic against Cameroon, and if he also cause even Nigeria for start go against Cameroon. He talk say make Cameroon any military victory Cameroon get them. If it be destroyed by external pressure from other country them in favor for a political solution for Ambazonia. The report he also talk say they have solution, they have measure the way, they have solution the way Cameroon they make it talk say it rely on must stop. That means say the war must stop all those have seen them bilingualism thing, DDR center, special all those nonsense and the thing talks that those things they must stop. He say the Western nation them be done propose federalism already. The one I think the way they happen way some of we don't never talk about public. According to what he talk, he say the Western country them be done propose federalism for the Cameroon government as a way to solve the problem, but the Cameroon government be reject them on a false. It means the Cameroon their reason be wrong according to the report on a false basis. Say it go infringe on their territorial integrity. And this report it talks say that argument, that reason where Cameroon government be do and for reject that federalism, it be unacceptable as there is no evidence say it go infringe on their territorial integrity. The report talks say dialogue for separation and federation they must be discussed. They must talk Cameroon official reject and they must talk about separation and federalism according to the report. He said Cameroon be obsessed with territorial integrity and say the obsession that means the Cameroon the over anything like territorial integration, territorial integrity. And he said this obsession with Cameroon is get on with territorial integrity, it go destroy the cohesion of the country. That means say it conflict with the whole idea say Cameroon, if Cameroon want keep the country together and then they over insist on this territorial integrity, it go insist divide the country. So it show we say the country go separate because we know say Paul Bianovi change. So this report it be written by Paul Simons Handy. Now he be the senior regional advisor to the Institute for Security Studies, when a very reputable institute where it give information where it be used as a basis for policy making across the world. The Ambazonian State Department, the diplomatic team that then received the report with at the Campo can give also the people them because we believe say knowledge is power and we need to know where it happen and we need to know very well for our own talk, for our own country talk. Because when they write in them, but they BB book them, but they can't talk about BB book them, what people themselves they need to hear. So we know say what talk na pidgin English, na our national language. It makes sense maybe we adopt them as our national language and then we standardize them. If BBC they use them, we will fee use them. And also English now also a national language. So we fee use pidgin and English. There's no doubt about that. It will be effective. Our military need to communicate for pidgin because you go to protect them against spies, and it will make sense for we. It will empower our people. May we no go get parliament where they can talk the BB book them like how they talk them now. So our ladies, our country people, we don't go through our presentation for today. I want to encourage our people. Say if you not listen for me, when support we financially, maybe we continue to provide those ammunition the way our boy they need them. Maybe we continue to be able to empower them with the equipment that to protect themselves and to liberate our country. We not get here from our defense chief Benedict Kwa. We not hear from our commander in chief Dr. Chu Ayaba, we are also the executive president of the governing council, the leader of our war of liberation. Will get a very robust operation the way they go on. We not see for Bamenda Ma show bring on up to speed for Bamenda as well. The operation will be carried out by the Bamenda Brigade. Ma bring those images. Make una see them. Now the operation this way will be carried out for inside Bamenda using explosive devices for Bangui Road.
Yes. Yeah. Naka. Lever, you don't pass all. No, my own never go. Ready for that one, Naka weapon. You two Naka. Fine. My own cash and fine. My own remain. Check rifle up. My own remain. My own remain.
So this one an attack against a convoy for La Republic.
Yeah. Today na so we don't knock one motor. Una go here na render the shoot. Yeah, we don't knock one motor. Na 29 of March. So now 8 year boys and this. Yeah, so we don't knock one motor. Yeah. The motor they down. The motor they park.
So when I see the team, it been a two teams them for a bomb unit they be carry out the operation. Might bring out the other video from the other team. We be there across the road, so that I'm gonna see from both sides. Which way they be view them. After the Cameroon military them block road, they send caterpillar me can drag the motorway they run destroy them.
Yeah, they go carry one on cancel.
If I look very far inside, when I will see the convoy where they pass.
Go carry am. Yeah, caterpillar follow.
When I see am for there, when I see that white thing, it for there when I see am, you pass yes. That the motor and that the apple track am.
Yes, caterpillar follow number 2.
So our operation they go to go on, they go to be intensified. Why we go finish for inside I know give so much details inside Atlantic State for one of the major states them, but the way we focus for upgrade them and for them for beginning a training for extend the Akamansu special forces for get them ready for the takeover. As mentioned to the come in, would also appeal for our guide and for inside Boyo. Some few soldiers and they were around contact they were veteran and they may put up that block, make it stand up very, very strong. We will also the extend inside the Atlantic State for instance Dian, for instance Manu, we don't get the call from the boy them for day, we don't talk with some of them. I would also salute General Sagat also for the Mountain Lions, me and continue to collaborate. Me all groups that they collaborate with the Ambazonia Defense Forces, they may go intensify our operation for liberate our territory. And at the call on the diaspora in particular, I want to thank them for the wonderful donation we did for one of my friends for America, they were in a taxi driver, we donate also for inside last time they make the show. I think donate $500 after just watching our show, and many other comrades them across the globe where they continue to donate una donation they turn into resort. So any man way una they listen for me, they take God back una na time for una for support the vision way Dr. Chua Yaba, our leader for our liberation, he get them the roadmap where the ADF it work on for prepare the ground for a takeover. We go liberate our territory and our forces them will be disciplined. And we get, even though there are always little challenges, but our code of conduct will be solid, and we call on all man to continue to maintain our code of conduct. I want to talk about people for Bamenda in particular. Say for that Foya Junction, we see here that kidnapping the sea go around. We work on, we be done establish very good communication with those thief boy the way they come over African thief for day. And we know they take any bomb with any man. Our people comes first, and we call on the meeting, come meet and be in order. I talk for all of them. Yannick A2, una put una picking for order. Alaji, una put una picking for order. That thief the for Bamenda I need for stop. But una need for focus. Na time for war. We know say na time for war. Me all man focus against the enemy. I mean no man no begin exploit our people them during this period. As stabilization force it go on. We tell me what people then continue for remain vigilant and for intensify the respect of the ghost town. Na a very solid foundation. So I go and take una for the Atlantic State for show na video where the commodity come yesterday from the ghost town for inside Mutengene. My boy they were Mutengene as Saluruna were operative. They're already there on the ground. They set up the things there for ground. You know I be ready for we for tell una. But Mutengene this for ghost town.
Oh man is at home. Everybody ghost town Mutengene.
So now Mutengene is for the Atlantic State. It will be closed on Monday like millions of Ambazonians all across our national territory, the 13 states, from the Savannah states to the Atlantic states, everybody closed their shops together for demonstrate peacefully and for show the world to the people of the Southern Cameroon territory they want outright
Indoor.
separation, outright independence from the
Woman is
Republic of Cameroon, for us to govern our territory, for us to educate our people and have the destiny in our own hands, because we cannot take this colonialism anymore. They have brought us nothing but curse, death, and mourning, and it's time for us to have our freedom. When I see the video from Mutengene, na either way all man dey for inside house, for inside Victoria also, the ghost town it will be a big success for inside Boya and many of our territory them. Now just small violation that the day will go to intensify them. Our forces then go to reinforce those town them also, so that our civilian they go get the confidence to continue for hold up. So I go give time for our the A, because they see me live now for ground zero over the ACN. I go and call our technical staff, me them take me off air because we don't finish the presentation for today. So ladies and gentlemen, may we continue for be observant and when I remember forgive us the don't finish. So may we not continue for make sure so now they gather the intelligence we will need them for prosecute this war. We not continue for they give us the pictures, and in particularly when we see La Republic, the terrorist forces them where they come around our territory. We make sure we collect their number, we inform you of their activity, we stay away from them, we stay away from the area where they did it, because all those areas that they be considered as a conflict zone subject to our people they attack. We call on our people once more for remind them about this Lawrence Nche, this duo for inside the colonial duo for inside Cambe, any na boy for Mr. J. Any man we get information we feel leads to the arrest and neutralization of the threat we pose making contact with. Any man we get problem with country people, even the Cameroon military, if we not do something, when contact we will go be highly rewarded. So why would we wait me then switch we off from the TV channel? I go play on this music again, and we're going to prepare for move on. Wanna stay tuned for our national TV, the ACN. More programs will be coming soon.
Stay tuned on ACN TV. We will be right back.